Yes, you can start, Puja.
Hello, my dear friends. I welcome you all to 21 Days Spiritual Science Doctor's Retreat, Day 16. Today, we have a divine soul between us, Dr. Ritu Arya, born and brought up in Sonipat, Haryana, is a final year scholar of Bachelor's of Ayurveda Medicine and Surgery from National College of Ayurveda, Hisar, Haryana. She is a wonderful, innocent soul, wants to explore her journey. She has been practicing meditation since 3 years under guidance of Dr. Sangeeta Nehra ma'am. She believes that meditation is like a medicine for her and she takes every decision through meditation. She is a strong believer of healing with the power of mind. Today, she will be sharing with us the guidance of Paramahansa Yogananda ji's book, Autobiography of a Yogi. So I welcome her to start her presentation.
Thank
Ritu,
you
please
so,
start your presentation.
thank you so much, Pooja, for your kind words. Good evening to all of you. My name is Ritu Arya, and I am from Sonipat, Haryana. I am a student of Ayurveda. Firstly, I am very thankful to Sangeeta ma'am. She gave me a wonderful opportunity to speak here. When I was in my first year, I met Sangeeta ma'am. I was introduced to meditation by her. She told us about the beginning of meditation and about the spirituality. After that, I was doing meditation, but not regular. Sometimes I feel sleepy. Sometimes I used to get bored. But gradually, I started feeling very good in meditation and I started enjoying it. And now I think meditation is like medicine for me. Before meditation, I was very negative, I was very emotional, and always cried a lot about little things. But after meditation, I feel very positive and I totally understand about the negative energy and about the negative aura. I think everything happens in the universe is all because of our mind. And I also score very good marks in my exams and improve my decision making skills. I make every decision in my life with meditation and power of mind. I believe very much in placebo effect. What is placebo effect? It is like when we think positive, positive thing happens, and when we think negative, everything became negative. Although I came to know about placebo effect just because of mind meditation. About 1.5 years ago, I heard about the Dr. Joe Dispenza and in his book, I read about the placebo effect. After that, I understand the power, the magic of mind, and I think and I believe mind is the only thing which have power to change the world, change anything, change any situation, any kind of problem, any kind of depression. So now I want to become a doctor who can heal people with the power of mind, not by medicine. And I want to teach everyone that how positive thinking works and how they can heal themselves with the positive thinking and good thoughts. And I also want to become more positive, more humble, and more pure. Thank you so much. This is my introduction and my thinking about meditation. Now I start my presentation. Please wait for 1 second. This is my topic, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. Paramahansa Yogananda. He was born as Mukund Lal Ghosh on Jan 5th, 1893. Since childhood, he was very interested in spiritual stories. He was an Indian monk, yogi, and guru. He introduced millions to the teachings of meditation and Kriya Yoga through his organization, Self Realization Fellowship of India. At the age of 17, He met his spiritual guru, Swami Yukteswar Giri Ji Maharaj. Here is a picture of his guru. When he entered Swami order, his name was changed from Mukund Lal Ghosh to Yogananda. In 1917, he founded a school for boys in West Bengal that was specialized in meditation and yoga teachings. Later, the school was shifted to Ranchi and called Yogoda Satsang Society of India, the Indian branch of spiritual organization Self Realization Fellowship. And then in 1920, Yogananda moved to the United States and spread Indians' teaching of yoga and meditation. He was the first Indian spiritual teacher to have spent his most of his life in the United States. And then in 1936, he wrote his autobiography, Autobiography of a Yogi, that was published in 1946. Then on March 7th, in 1952, Paramhansa Yogananda entered Mahasamadhi, a God illumined master's conscious exit from the body at the time of physical death. His passing was marked by an extraordinary phenomena. These are the some books by Yogananda ji. First is The Divine Romance. In this book, he discussed about how to cultivate divine love, physical, mental, and spiritual method of healing, a world without boundaries, controlling your destiny, and he also talked about the cosmic love and finding the joy in life. Next is Man's Eternal Quest. In this, he writes about life after death, the nature of creation, health and healing, the ultimate power of mind, and the eternal quest that finds fulfillment only in God. The next book is The Science of Religion. In this, Yogananda says there is one inescapable desire to overcome suffering and attain happiness that does not end, explaining how it is possible to fulfill these longings. And then next book is Journey to Self-Realization. In this book presents Sri Yogananda's unique combination of wisdom, compassion, down-to-earth guidance, and how to express everlasting youthfulness and realizing God in your daily life. The next book is God Talks with Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita. In this, Paramahansa reveals the innermost essence of India's most renowned scripture, exploring its psychological, spiritual, and metaphysical depths. And then the next book is Where There Is Light. This book is my personal favorite. It is one of those books that make you think about how you live and how to understand others and become a better person. It is a book of deep learnings. Author talk about finding wisdom and strength to make life's decision, the antidote for stress, worry, fear, perfecting human relationship with God, understanding death. The simplicity of the book and short prose pieces render good grasping results. The book works as a practical manual to face today's world of stress and competition. And now we start Autobiography of a Yogi. What is the book about? This book introduced the reader to the life of Paramhansa Yogananda and his encounters with spiritual figures of both the Eastern and the Western world. The book began with his childhood family life, to finding his guru, to becoming a monk, and establishing his teachings of Kriya Yoga meditation. When he returns to America, he continues to establish his teachings, including writing this book. The author claims that the writing of the book was prophesied long ago by the 19th century Master Lahari Mahasaya, Param Guru of Yogananda, and he is also known as the Yogiraj and Kashi Baba. The book has been in print for 70 years and translated into over 50 languages by Self Realization Fellowship. There are 48 chapters in this book, and this is a summary. Paramhansa Yogananda, widely credited with bringing yoga to the West, tells the story of his remarkable lifelong spiritual journey in Autobiography of a Yogi. From a very young age, Yogananda, born Mukund Lal Ghosh, was clearly more spiritually natured than most. He grew up one of 8 children to his mother, a queen of hearts, and his father, a strict disciplinarian who held a high position in the Bengal Nagpur Railway. His parents was disciples of Lahiri Maharshi, the guru of Yogananda's own guru, and they enjoyed a calm and loving marriage. Aside from young Mukunda's strong spiritual yearnings, he and his siblings appear to have a typical lifestyle. Here is some picture of Yogananda ji. And then when he was 11-year old, Yogananda's mother appeared before him in a vision that foretold her death. He would continue to have similar premonitory visions throughout his life. Soon after his mother's death, Yogananda began feeling drawn towards the Himalayas and planned a pilgrimage. He was stopped by his older brother Ananda, but Yogananda did not stop seeking his spiritual teacher, who he finally founded at the age of 17, Swami Sri Yukteswar Giriji Maharaj. Though he first distrusted his instinct, Yogananda knew immediately who Swami Shri Yukteswar Giri was when he saw him in a Banaras market. He had seen him in vision, and his appearance had been announced that morning by a divine, womanly voice. During those first few moments of this meeting, the two promised each other unconditional love. Soon after, Yogananda gave responsibility for his life over to his guru, though he didn't like all of his master's suggestion or his cold manner at times. The guru disciple relationship, which according to Yogananda began lifetimes ago, is a key aspect of the book. Yogananda's devotion to Sri Yukteswar only grows stronger with time. Sri Yukteswar Ji Maharaj initiates him into Kriya Yoga, something he had experienced twice before, but which he only feels that transformative power of when under his master's guidance. He teaches him the importance of serving one's worldly purpose. At other times, the two live continents apart. Even when they are living far apart, however, Yogananda claimed his master appeared before him in a vision. He also appeared in flesh and blood from beyond the grave. This type of otherworldly experience pervades the book until it just appears a typical fact of life for Yogananda. And these are the some keywords from the book. The need for self-analysis. Self analysis is a science of being aware of yourself, what you think, and what you do. He says millions of people never analyze themselves. Mentally, they are mechanically product of the factory of their environment, preoccupied with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, working and sleeping and going here and there to be entertained. They don't know what or why they are seeking, nor why they never realize complete happiness and lasting satisfaction. By evading self analysis, people go on being robots conditioned by their environment. True self analysis is the greatest art of progress. What are other words for self analysis? Soul searching, self examination, contemplation, reflection, rumination, and heart searching. The next is what's your best investment? Money or big house or your luxury car? No, it's you. Investing in yourself provide you the best return on investment, and it starts with self-analysis. It helps you to being aware of your capabilities, your environment, your strength, and your weakness, and become the best version of yourself. It allows you to focus on what really matters to you and improve the quality of life. The person who know you better than anyone else is only you. And the next is living a life of happiness. Yogananda ji says, you have come to earth to entertain and to be entertained, making others happy through the kindness of speech and sincerity of right advice is a sign of true greatness. He says, forget the past, for it is gone from your domain. Forget the future, for it is beyond your reach. But you can control the present, live supremely well now. This is the way of the wise. And the next is self realization. Self realization is the knowing in all the parts of the body, mind, and the soul that you are now in possession of the kingdom of God. That you do not know, have to pray that it came to you. That God's omnipresence is your omnipresence, and that all that you need to do is improve your knowing. And the next is success is measured by happiness. Yogananda ji says the power of unfulfilled desire is the root of all man's slavery. Consider whether fulfillment of the goal you have chosen will constitute success. What is success? If you possess health and wealth but have trouble with everybody, including yourself, yours is not a successful life. When wealth is lost, you have lost a little. When health is lost, you have lost something of more consequences. But when the peace of mind is lost, you have lost the highest treasure. The power of thought. The body is literally manufactured and sustained by mind. You demonstrate success or failure according to your habitual trend of thought. He says, in you which is stronger, success thoughts or failure thoughts. If your mind is ordinarily in a negative state, an occasional positive thought is not sufficient to attract success. But if you think rightly, you will find your goal even though you seem to be enveloped in darkness. Change your life with the power of thoughts. The way of meditation. Yogananda ji says, meditation is like giving a hug to ourselves, getting in touch with that awesome reality in us. While meditating, we feel a deep sense of intimacy with God, a love that is inexplicable. He says, meditation is the effort to realize and express that pure consciousness, which is the reflection or image of God within you. Meditation is the science of God realization. It is the most practical science in the world. Most people would want to meditate if they understood its value and experienced its beneficial effect. The ultimate object of meditation is to attain consciousness, awareness of God, and of the soul's eternal oneness within Him. What achievement could be more purposeful and useful than to harness limited human faculties to this omnipresence and omnipotence of the Creator? God realization bestows on the meditator the blessings of the Lord's peace, love, joy, power, and wisdom. And then next is Kriya Yoga. He says 30 seconds of Kriya is equivalent to 1 year of natural spiritual unfoldment. Sanskrit root of Kriya is Kri, to do, to act, and react. The same root is found in the word karma, the natural principle of cause and effect. Kriya Yoga is union with the infinite through a certain action or rite. Kriya, he wrote, is the easiest, most effective, and most scientific avenue of approach to the infinite. In contrast to the slow, uncertain, bullock cart theological path to God, Kriya may justly be called the airplane route. Kriya Yoga is a simple psychophysiological method by which human blood is decarbonated and recharged with oxygen. The atoms of this extra oxygen are transmuted into life current to rejuvenate the brain and spinal centers. By stopping the accumulation of venous blood, the yogi is able to lessen or prevent the decay of tissue. The advanced yoga transmute his cell into energy. Like Kabir and other prophets were past masters in the use of kriya or a similar technique by which they caused their bodies to materialize and dematerialize at will. Kriya is an ancient science. Lahari Mahasaya received it from his great guru, Maha-Avatar Babaji. Transmission of Kriya Yoga. Maha-Avatar Babaji to Lahari Mahasaya to Swami Sri Yukteswarji Maharaj, and to Paramahansa Yogananda. According to Yogananda, the ancient yogic text, the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, contains a description of Kriya Yoga. The Kriya Yoga system consists of a number of levels of pranayam, mantra, and mudras based on techniques intended to rapidly accelerate spiritual development and engender a profound state of tranquility and God communion. Yogananda attributes his description of Kriya Yoga to his lineage of gurus Sri Yukteswar Giriji Maharaj, Lahari Mahasaya, and Maha-Avatar Babaji. The latter is reported to have introduced the concept as essentially identical to the Raj Yoga of Patanjali and the concept of yoga as described in the Bhagavad Gita. Kriya Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. Kriya Yoga is twice referred to by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. These two highlighted quotes told by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. First is offering the inhaling breath into the exhaling breath and offering the exhaling breath into the inhaling breath. The yogi neutralizes both breaths. Thus, he releases pran from the heart and brings life force under his control. That meditation expert, Muni, becomes eternally free, who seeking the supreme goal is able to withdraw from external phenomena by fixing his gaze within the mid spot of the eyebrows and by neutralizing the even currents of prana and apana that flows within the nostrils and lungs, and to control his sensory mind and intellect, and to banish desire, fear, and anger. Kriya Yoga change your brain cell. He explained how Kriya Yoga change your brain cell. Yogananda says your greatest enemies are your bad habits. They will follow you from one incarnation to another until you overcome them. In order to free yourself from fate, you must cure yourself of bad habits. How? Good company is one of the best medicine. Like if you have a tendency to drink, mix with people who do not. If you are suffering from ill health, be with people who have positive minds, who don't think about sickness. If you have the consciousness of failure, associate with those who have the consciousness of success. Then you will begin to change. Each of your habit creates a specific grooves. These patterns make you behave in a certain way, often against your wish. Your life follows those grooves that you yourself have created in the brain. In that sense, you are not a free person. You are more or less a victim of the habits you have formed. Depending on how set those patterns are, to that degree, you are a puppet. But you can neutralize the dictates of those bad habits. But how? By creating brain patterns of opposite good habits. And You can completely erase the grooves of bad habits by meditation. There is no another way. However, you can't cultivate good habits without good company and good environment. And you can't free yourself from bad habit without good company and meditation. Every time you meditate deeply on God, beneficial changes take place in the pattern of your brain. Meditate until you feel a great joy. When joy strikes your heart, God has answered your broadcast to Him. He is responding to your prayers and positive thinking. This is a definite method. First, meditate upon the thought. Think, I and my Father are one, trying to feel a great peace, and then a great joy in your heart. The power of God in meditation will do it. Rid yourself of the limiting consciousness that you are a man or a woman. Know that you are the child of God. Then mentally affirm and pray to God. I command my brain cell to change, to destroy the grooves of bad habits that have made a puppet out of me. These are some meditation technique of the Kriya Yoga path. Energization exercise. First is energization exercise. The energization exercise are one of the most grossly overlooked techniques. Control the energy and you can control the state of consciousness. We can go into the bliss doing the energization exercise. This exercise help us become more aware of prana. They also prepare the body for meditation. It is a series of psychophysiological exercise developed by Paramahansa in 1916 to prepare the body for meditation. Regular practice promotes mental and physical relaxation and develop dynamic willpower. Making use of the breath, life force, and concentrated attention, the techniques enable one to draw abundant energy consciously into the body, purifying and strengthening all the body parts systematically in turn. This exercise, which take about 15 minutes to perform, are one of the most effective means of eliminating stress and nervous tension. Practicing them prior to meditation is a great help in entering a calm, anteriorized state of awareness. The next is Hong So technique. A Sir B.R. Anatomy explained there is an Eastern and a Western concept of concentration. He took a sheet of paper and drew a large circle on the paper and drew dot and dashes in the circle. He said, this is the Western concept. The dots and the dashes are the thought and problem we are concentrating on. He drew another circle and then jabbed the pencil through the center. He said, this is the Eastern concept to hold the mind to one thought only, holding the attention. This helps to develop one's latent power of concentration. Through this practice, one learns to withdraw thought and energy from outward distraction so that they may be focused on any goal to be achieved or problem to be solved, or one may direct that concentrated attention toward realizing the divine consciousness within. In Hongso, we are holding the attention to the breath, in Om to the loudest sound, and in Kriya to the currents in the spine. Focus on the periods between inhalation and exhalation when the breath is still and peace increases. Over time, these periods will begin to lengthen and approach the breathless state. The next is Om technique. This is a link to consciousness. It also interiorize the consciousness. One time, when he was meditating, brother couldn't hear the sounds during meditation, but later, as he was working during the day, the Om sound would suddenly sound in his ear. He asked BR Anatomy about this, and he said, God is calling you inside to be with him during these daily activities. It shows one how to use the power of concentration in the highest way to discover and develop the divine qualities of one's own true self. This ancient method teach how to experience the all pervading divine presence of Om, the word or holy ghost that underline and sustain all creation. This technique expands the awareness beyond limitation of body and mind to the joyous realization of one's infinite potential. The next is Kriya Yoga technique. Kriya. Kriya is an advanced Raj Yoga technique of pranayam, life energy control. Kriya reinforces and revitalizes subtle currents of life energy in the spine and brain. Remind ourselves before every meditation that the purpose is communion with God. Out of the subtle spinal centers of life and consciousness flow the energies, the enliven all the nerves and every organ and tissue of the body. The yogis discovered that by revolving the life current continuously up and down the spine by the special technique of Kriya Yoga, it is possible to greatly accelerate one's spiritual evolution and awareness. Correct practice of Kriya Yoga enables the nerves activities of the heart and lungs and nervous system to slow down naturally and producing deep inner stillness of body and mind are freeing the attention from the usual turbulence of thoughts, emotions, and sensory perceptions. In the clarity of that inner stillness, one comes to experience a deepening interior peace and attunement with one's soul and with God. Kriya Yoga plus devotion, it works like mathematics, it cannot fail. Paramahansa Yogananda. And then he explained about the science of Kriya Yoga. He says Kriya Yoga is a simple physiological method by which human blood is decarbonated and enriched with oxygen. The atoms of this extra oxygen are transmuted into life current to rejuvenate the brain and spinal centers. By stopping the accumulation of venous blood, the yogi is able to lessen or prevent the decay of tissue. And he says liberation can be attained by that pranayam, which is accomplished by disjoining the course of inspiration and expiration. And in the last, this is the message of Yogananda ji. This book will change the lives of millions. It will be my messenger when I am gone. Thank you so much, everyone, to listen me peacefully. I am very blessed to join here, and this is wonderful experience for me. Thank you so much, Sangeeta ma'am, for everything.
Thank you so much, Ritu, for explaining the book wonderfully. Autobiography of a Yogi introduces us to the life of Paramahansa Yogananda and his encounters with spiritual figures of both Eastern and the Western world. The book begins with his childhood family life to finding his gurus to becoming a monk and establishing his teachings of Kriya Yoga meditation. It further continues in 1920 when Yogananda accepts an invitation to speak in a religious congress in Boston, USA. He then travels across America lecturing and establishing his teachings in Los Angeles, California. In 1935, he returns to America. He continues to establish his teachings, including writing this book. Autobiography of a Yogi is an introduction to the methods of attaining God realization and to the spiritual wisdom of the East, which had only been available to a few in 1946. And today, my friend Ritu explains many points beautifully, like health, wealth, and peace of mind. Peace of mind is important than health and wealth. Value of thoughts by saying the God, the body is manufactured and sustained by mind. Such a beautiful and meaningful quote it is. The way to meditate and its important, Kriya Yoga and its benefits. Good company is one of the best medicine are some of the key points from Ritu's today's presentation. Thank you so much again, Ritu. And now I would like to invite Khyati ma'am to introduce the swag movement.
Thank you so much, Pooja. Namo Nama, all the masters. And thank you so much, Dr. Ritu, for explaining such a beautiful book today, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda ji. While I was listening to you, I would like to share a few quotes of Yogananda ji's with you all. The first one is live quietly in the moment and see the beauty of all before you. The importance of being in present, absorbing everything around you. That's why it is important to live quietly in the moment. And the future will take care of itself because your future is decided by your present actions. That's why future can take care of itself if you start focusing on your present. The second one I would like to share is that be as simple as you can be. You will be astonished to see how uncomplicated and happy your life can become. Again, the importance of simplicity. Simplicity is the best policy. We have been listening to this phrase since youngerhood. I'm so glad that it's such a astonishingly it can change your life. And the next, Ritu has already explained it. The power of unfulfilled desires is the root of man's slavery. Unfulfilled desires is the root of man's slavery. So you have to overcome your desires and you have to make the happiness as the key of success and nothing else. No materialism should be there. Last one, not the least. Kindness is the light that dissolves all walls between souls, families, and nations. I think this is the need of the hour. We really need to enhance the kindness in us, the generosity in us. They have told so beautifully in that time the importance of these things, the archetypes. It's very beautiful. And one last is that there is a magnet in your heart that will attract true friends. Now, all will say, wow, really? What is that magnet? That magnet is unselfishness, thinking of others first. When you learn to live for others, they live for you. And that's 100% true. See the plants, see the animals, see the human being whom you love. When you start taking care of them by whole of your heart, whole of your mind, heart, and soul, then they also live for you. They also take care of you. They understand your perspectives. And that's so beautiful quotes by Paramahansa Yogananda ji, which actually describes how to live calmly, composedly. Also, I would like to share that the Kriya Yoga explained by Paramahansa Yogananda ji here, and the Anapanasati meditation that we do here in PSSM moment, these both are same. They pave our way to enlightenment. And now I would like to share you all about the swag moment after completing these codes, and let's learn something about the swag moment. It's save water and go green. It is a global initiative by Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, whose mission is to improve the environmental quality and conditions of our Mother Earth by partnering with community and group leaders and aspiring environmentalists to work together to create a clean and green planet to live for ourselves and our future generations. So save water and go green. Why should we save water? And what should we do to save water? Because it's the need for everyone, every living being. So we have to save each and every drop of water and to actively promote the wise use of water, to create awareness, educate everyone regarding the ways and means to conserve water, encourage every human being to take action towards conservation and go green. You should plant trees to inspire and encourage everyone to go green by opting for plant-based food, vegetarianism. That's the need. Growing your own food at your own home or garden. Create your own group and plant trees. Build communities of people who take action towards smarter, more environmental friendly activities. So be a swag warrior. If you want to be a swag warrior and work with us, then please email us at parinita@pssmglobal.org, parinita@pssmglobal.org to participate in this great endeavor. Along with this, PSSM Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement has also announced a swag anthem music composing contest in which you will have to compose and voice an energy filled catchy number for swag anthem in English. And the theme of the song should resonate with respecting and conserving Mother Nature and our responsibility towards nature and pledging to save water and go green. Please send us your entries to pssm.swagg@gmail.com, pssm.swag@gmail.com. This contest has already been started from 1st December 2020 and will be ending on 31st December 2020. Winners will be announced on 10th January 2021, and the winner will get a surprise gift along with the winning certificate signed by Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji itself, and the song will be taken up for the further swag activities in future. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to request Subit sir to please play Patri sir's message regarding the swag moment.
our PH system has started a new program called as SWAG. It means save water and go green. S for save, W for water, G for go, and another G for green. Save water and go green, my dear friends. We should not waste water. We should always be very, very careful in conserving our water resources. Let us not waste a drop of water. Every drop of water should be utilized properly. Every drop of water should be used for in the best possible way. If you are wasting water, then you are contributing to the poverty of the nation. If you are conserving water, every drop of water, you are conserving the nature and you are making the nature prosper. We have to conserve water. Whenever you are seeing an open tap, please close it. Let not the water go waste. This is called as save water. And then go green. Plant trees. Everybody should plant trees. That is the most important activity for a man, for a human being, to plant trees. We want a very green planet, not a dry planet. And for plants, water is required. If there is no water, there is no greenery, there are no plants. These are the two important activities for a human being. You have to save water and you must see that everything is green. You must plant trees. While we are enjoying the trees planted by others, we should also plant trees. Everybody is forgetting this point and they are not planting trees at all. Why can't you plant trees? Why are you not aware of that fact, that you must plant trees every day? And always, every minute you must be aware of wasting water, and you must never waste water. Water is a very, very precious commodity. It is a divine commodity. And if you plant a tree, plant a seed, sow a seed, you are making it green. So, this is the movement called as SWAG. It means save water and go green. I like everybody to say save water, and go green. Please repeat. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. SWAG. What is SWAG? Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Like this. Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are the 2 points? Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are those points? Save water and go green. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you so much, Sumit sir. Now, Ritu will guide us for meditation for next 10 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Please, all of you, close your eyes, remove your specs, and cross your fingers, and cross your legs. Inhale slowly. Imagine a pure white light and your loved ones. You all are safe and protected. Breathe deeply. Take a few minutes to think about yourself. We all are very blessed. Please rub your hands and slowly put on your eyes. Open your eyes.
Thank you so much, Ritu, for a beautiful meditation session.
Thank you
And
so much, ma'am.
thank you so much, PMC family, Maharashtra channel, PMC Haryanvi, PMC Global, PMC English, Pyramid Hill channel Malaysia, and the PSSM. Thank all the beautiful masters for joining us today. We will meet tomorrow at the same time with another speaker. Till then, thank you so much.